My parents guilt trip me for not helping them financially, but when I show them exactly how much I've already given, they go silent in a way I'll never forget. The text came during my lunch break. Your father and I are struggling. Rent is due. You never help us anymore. Must be nice living your fancy life while we suffer. I stared at that message for a full minute. My fancy life. I live in a one-bedroom apartment with a roommate. I take the bus to work. I meal prep on Sundays because eating out is too expensive. I'm 28. I've been working as an accountant for 4 years, but to hear my parents tell it, I abandoned them the second I got my degree. When I was 19 and in college, Dad lost his job. They called crying, said they'd lose the house. I was working part-time at Target, barely making $200 a week. I gave them $150 of it every week for 7 months. I ate shitty vegan ramen for dinner. I walked everywhere. When I was 23, Mom's car died. She needed $3,000. I had just hit $5,000 in savings for the first time. I gave her $3,000, started over from $2,000. At 25, emergency dental work for Dad, $4,500. I had been saving for a certification course for a promotion. I gave them the money, took the course 2 years later. Last year, their furnace broke in January, $2,200. I had been planning to visit my best friend's wedding across the country. I canceled the trip and sent them the money. Every time, they promised they'd pay me back. Every time, within a month, I'd see Facebook posts about their casino weekend or Dad's new fishing equipment. Then my younger sister Meg got engaged 3 months ago. Suddenly, Mom and Dad had $8,000 to contribute to her wedding. When I asked how, Mom said, "We've been putting a little aside each month. It's called being responsible with money." I felt something crack inside my chest. That text today was because I said no for the first time ever. They wanted $1,500 for rent. I'm 28 and still living with a roommate because every time I get ahead, they pull me back. After that guilt trip text, I went through my bank statements, every Venmo, every check, every cash withdrawal. I made a spreadsheet. The total made me nauseous. I sat there shaking. $47,300. In 9 years, I had given my parents $47,300. I took a screenshot and sent it to the family group chat. Mom, Dad, and Meg. I added one message. "This is how much I've given you since I was 19. I never asked for a single dollar back. I just helped because you're my family. But I'm done being treated like I don't do enough." My phone started ringing immediately. I declined. Then the texts flooded in. Mom, "That's not fair bringing up old history." Dad, "We didn't ask you to keep track like some accountant." Meg, "This is really inappropriate. We're family." I typed back, "You're right, Meg. We're family," which is why I helped every single time. But I said no once. One time in 9 years, and you called me selfish. Then I muted the group chat. An hour later, Meg texted privately, "Did you really give them that much? Check the dates. It's all real. Jesus, they always told me you were selfish, that you barely helped." I didn't respond. She texted again. "The wedding money, Mom said they'd been saving for years, but you gave them $2,200 in January. They told me in February they'd saved up for my wedding." I didn't reply. I didn't need to. That evening, Dad called. I almost didn't answer. I saw the spreadsheet. His voice was quiet. "I didn't realize it was that much. Okay? Your mother and I were not good with money, but we didn't mean to take advantage of me." Silence. "I'm not asking you to pay me back, but I'm almost 30 and I have $3,000 in savings. Because every time I try to get ahead, you take it. And the one time I say I can't help, I get called selfish." "You're right." His voice cracked. Mom got on the phone crying. "Baby, I'm sorry. I looked at the spreadsheet. I kept scrolling. I didn't remember it being so much. That's the problem. You didn't remember because it was easy to forget, but I remember every single time I had to start over." We talked for another hour. Real talk. The kind we should have had years ago. They're not paying me back. I don't expect them to. But something shifted. Dad admitted he and Mom have a spending problem. They agreed to stop asking me for money and try financial counseling. Yesterday, I got a text from Dad. "Canceled our casino membership. It's a start." This morning, Mom sent a link to a used car. "Your sister doesn't need a brand new car for her wedding gift. Saving the difference."